So one of the predictions from 1950 about
1950.
about our 2020.
Uh-huh.
So a writer revealed that life on Earth in the 21st century. It was in a Smithsonian magazine. The forecast was that the women of tomorrow, so
The 2020?
yes, the women of tomorrow would be more than 6 feet tall, would wear a size 11 shoe, have shoulders like a wrestler, and muscles like a truck driver. These are all the references. Their proportions would be perfectly Amazonian.
Okay.
All evidently thanks to science providing a balanced ration of vitamins, proteins, and minerals that will produce maximum bodily efficiency. So you're not 6 feet tall.
I have no muscles.
Well,
And I am 5'6", so
yeah.
boo. This is the quote.
I love the way of she brings that she's yeah. If you're 5'6", I'm
5'7".
5'9".
Why you keep? It's not.
You're not 5'6".
I'm 5'6". Why?
You're not 5'6".
Okay. Do you want to prove that I am 5'6"? I am 5'6".
Okay, you're 5'6". You know, whatever you believe, as long as it makes you happy, go with it.
Do you believe that you're 5'7"?
No.
You're 5'9"?
I am
believer.
I am
I am a believer. Okay,
I am just dealing with what I've been given. Okay, there are stuff that you cannot control. Okay, it's not my fault.
Okay, so
okay?
this
if I want to be taller, it's not like your boobs.
Okay,
I cannot make a surgery tomorrow.
You can do that, but it's like $7,000, and it's very you can do that. Research that.
Are you serious?
Yes.
That should be so painful.
It is painful.
They just cut your bones in half.
It's like 6 months of recovering because they cut your bones and they put titanium. It's very expensive. It's 70,000. 70,000. But this is my rate to this prediction.
I'm glad you wanted to be super loud about it.
Okay, what is your next prediction? Let's see.
So yeah, obviously, like we always said, like I mean, this makes sense because it's part of
totally
evolution, but it's kind of stupid in a way because we know that evolution took like thousands and thousands and millions of years to happen.
Yeah,
because right now, our body, the way we are composed as humans, does not match the way we are living because nature goes slower than our technological progress now. And it's been like that for some centuries. Yeah. Like we're not so different than what we were 4 centuries ago, even though technologically we have a totally different life.
Yeah.
So it takes more time, and it's going to take way more time. But that's when we talk like the movie WALL-E. I didn't like that movie. Disney.
The whale.
WALL-E. It's the little robot.
It's so boring.
Okay. I'm glad you feel strong about this movie.
Do you think it's good?
No. But the end is interesting because they show humans that escaped Earth because it's not livable, and they're all like super flat. Like their bones are. Their motion is reduced, so the whole body adapted to that, and they're just like couch potatoes with no bones, no brain, because they don't need to think anymore. And then they get like controlled by the machine, just like in 2001 Space Odyssey. But it takes we know it takes like 100,000 of years and millions of years.
The evolution. So why would that happen in 30 years, 60 years?
I mean, that's the hope, because it's true that if we continue to do like we're doing right now, like what we're aimed to be, we will be like these fat, boneless, brainless
bodies,
humans. And like AI or whatever we'll call it is going to think for us and going to make the progress for us.
Yeah.
At the same time, I kind of feel like these over-anticipation movies where we kind of go back in time, just like Planet of the Apes, which is a great movie. I don't know why you don't like it.
What is the movie?
It's just like we kind of go back in time with different standards and do different
things. The Bruce
things.
Willis movie that I actually watched because of you, the monkey ones.
Oh, 12 Monkeys.
12 Monkeys.
Yes,
that talks about that, right? Going back in time to prevent some viruses spread.
Yes. Yes, but yeah, to prevent the virus spread and
See,
stuff like that.
I am so grateful that Pepe's opened my mind to new.
But that's what's good about Terry Gilliam's movie. I'm sorry if I'm doing a parenthesis, is because
Again?
yeah. So there's another movie from Terry Gilliam that you need to watch. It's called Brazil, and for whatever reason, nobody talks about it in the U.S. And for me, it was like huge. And I know a lot of people in France or in Europe that know that movie, and nobody watched it here. Brazil is great. 12 Monkeys is great as well. I think Brad Pitt, even if he's overdoing it, I think he's very good.
I think he's very good
It's
in that
right?
movie.
You
Because
you love Brad Pitt. You never watch that movie,
No.
and I think it's one of his best roles.
I think, I mean, it's overacting, but it's expected because he's a guy that it's out of his mind.
Yeah,
So I think it's good.
yeah, and Brazil is the same. So what I like about Terry Gilliam's movies is he doesn't. It's like okay. Sorry, I'm thinking at the same time.
Ooh.
If you want to talk about
That's multitasking.
masterpiece, because I watched a picture about it. When you talk about 2001: The Space Odyssey, which is like a masterpiece to a lot of people, and I mean, I don't think I even went through the entire movie in my life, even though I love Stanley Kubrick. I can prove it. But here's the thing: when you're in the 1960s, trying to make a movie about 2200 or 2087
futuristic.
or whatever, like you're in your mind, you're still thinking of what you have right now and how it will be better. But like the screens look like, from the 70s, the whole space suit.
Yeah, they look
looks
very
like,
old.
You know what I mean? So it's not like you look at it now, you see that the whole project, the whole movie, the whatever it tries to convey, it's great. The direction is great. It's a great movie, but everything that is part of technology, it's like outdated, and you know it already. Yeah, like you watch, so it's not really believable. Even though the whole content of the movie is great, super smart and ahead of its time and different and. But then you have things like that brings you back and say, yeah, I'm sorry, but yeah, no, that doesn't work. Terry Gilliam always took like a different direction, and Brazil is one of them. Is basically he throws out how technology is going to evolve and goes back to stuff that are very
simple,
organic. Very organic, like you're typing on the machine see, because it's like everything is like, okay, I have to stop saying like. Everything is wiped out in a way, and so you don't have access to the technology that you have at that time that you're trying to predict. So people go back to having typewriters or whatever to do things that computers could do before, because they're trying to just fix things around. And that's what you see in 12 Monkeys. Everything is like really
very
harsh.
manual, yes.
Yeah, very harsh, very organic.
Rudimentary.
Yes, exactly. Rudimentary.
Did I find a good word?
Yes. I mean, I don't know if in English it works, but in French it does.
Okay.
But
let's.
Yes, and so that's what you need to watch Brazil, because it's the same, and 12 Monkeys, and one that is really, really, really good in terms of anticipation. And to this day, I don't see how it's not as good in the technology that they're showing. Is Minority Report from Steven Spielberg.
Oh yeah.
This
Tom Cruise?
So this is the opposite.
It's Tom Cruise?
Yes. It's like the opposite. It's like they're trying to see, and I know that Steven Spielberg worked with people that would anticipate how the future will be. And I think it's very, very close to the direction we're going right now. And this movie is probably 20 years old now. I think it's from 2004. Like it's an old movie.
Very old, yeah. Well, not very old, but
it's still relevant today. It is still very relevant today.
Like 2020.
Yeah.
So which is the next prediction for 2020?
Yeah, I think I'm not going to have time to I know I'm glad we discuss all of this. It doesn't matter how many predictions I give.
Just give one extra. Give us an extra. Give us an extra, Lopez.
Yeah, nobody ever asked me for an extra. Yes.
Yeah, nobody wants your extras.
So I'm good, thank you.
Yeah. But I just give you the quarter of. No, that's super fine. Just keep it for yourself. The rest.
So the second one is everyone will be vegetarian. In 1913, the former president of the American Meat Packers Association, predicted that humans' diets would consist of mostly vegetables as the years went on because of a shortage of meat. And he told the New York Times even the wealthiest people in the future would be vegetarians because it will be like so expensive to have meat on the table. And that made me make me remember of another movie that had a big impact when I watched when I was a kid. It was in the English title is called Soylent Green, and it's with Charlton Heston.
Soylent
Green, and in French. So since we're in the movie titles like adaptation, it's Soleil Vert. So that means they did a sound translation of it, because Soylent. What is Soylent? Is like the nutrition.
The soil.
Soylent Green, and in French it's called Green Sun.
Green Sun?
Green Sun. That's the name of the pill. It's basically an anticipation movie where there's a shortage of meat and only the wealthiest can eat normally, and all the poor people can only eat. The only thing they can afford is this shitty pill.
Oh, that's very sad.
Yes, and everybody's craving eating salad, eating beef or whatever.
Going back to the junk food, that now it's very cheap. Like they didn't think about the transgenic. I don't know how to say it.
Like the pill is like the junk food.
I know. Yeah, but now like this prediction, of course, they didn't predict that the scientific point or part on this food revolution is that they will contribute to produce the mass produce of meat with this transgenic theories. Well, not theory, it's real. So it's the human is capable of produce meat like crazy, like cars, right?
Yeah, I mean it has a huge impact on the environment.
Yes, yeah, I know, but they predicted like there won't be enough meat, because we are going
What did we talked about? Saying that we should not be meat eaters. The blue zones, the longevity secrets. We don't need that meat anymore because we're not hunters spending miles
I am a hunter.
hunting all day long. But do you want to know the end of Soylent Green, or because it's like the Sixth Sense, like the end?
Yeah. It's a ghost.
No. It's a very, very good movie. I don't know. I didn't watch it in the past 30 years.
Oh, wow.
But I know it had a big impact when I watched it, and it's
what
from
is the end?
17 of Charlton Heston. So the whole thing about all these people dying, you have famine because we don't have food anymore, and you have these really super rich people that can have everything they want, and people are slaves basically. And the only thing they can afford is this Soylent Green thing that keeps them system going, but makes them mind, like in any cult, like the cults.
Their brain just...
In the cults, in all cults, you always have like a special diet. But now I think they're replaced with drugs as well. Like they drug you up.
Oh, very thoughtful.
But everything to make you think more slowly or believe things that to put you in a daze, to put you like
in a mood of receptive.
Yeah, something that is super blurry. It's like, whatever. And so the end of the movie is that he figures out the main character figures out that the Soylent Green is made of human beings.
What?
It's like the dust of everybody that is dying from famine and from diseases, and that's how they feed the other people. Yeah.
And you don't like scary movies, but you like this shit? That's worse.
It was well done. It was really well done, and I don't think it's a very popular movie. I don't know why these movies.
No, I never heard about this movie. Now I want to watch it because it's twist.
Yeah, but it's from the 70s, so expect a 70s movie. It has its big footprint on it.
Okay.
So the last one, and maybe
the last one.
No, the last two. I mean okay. In 1997.
An
article titled "The Long Boom." Two journalists said that China would be on top. That means that by 2020, the Chinese economy will be the largest in the world.
Well, yeah.
They say that in 1997. Yeah. It's still not true to this day. Still the US the number one. So though the US economy is more technologically sophisticated and its population more affluent, China and the United States are basically on the par, they said. So in 2019, that's what they predicted. In 2019, China still trailed the United States as the second largest economy by nominal GDP. But the recent reports predict that China and India will overtake the United States by 2030. So that means within 10 years. So that will be easier. Like a prediction within 10 years, it's like, I'm sure of it, kind of, right? You're not going to make like a 10-year prediction on something that is going to change the whole momentum of the world.
You have a lot of more tools to predict that you had like before. Yeah. And with all these like economy, the recession and everything, but still, you have
with the coronavirus, we don't know if it's going to change anything. I don't know, maybe.
Well, they are saying that the US is recovering faster than they expect. And I can see, at least in my work, I can totally see that, like, people just like all of a sudden, no, we are not closing anymore. We need to, if we don't die about coronavirus, we're going to starve. So we need to go back to work. So all the surrounding market, it's the same. It's again going up, and we are recovering, I hope.
There's a saying by Winston Churchill that says you need to take advantage of a good crisis, or I can't remember, something like something really smart, because Winston Churchill, you can make like we should have a quote from Winston Churchill every single episode, because he's just like, it's amazing. This man was amazing.
Yeah.
So just really quick, because I don't want to talk about it again later.
I want to talk about it.
But in 1957, they predicted that roads and streets will be replaced by network of...
The what?
Roads and streets will be replaced by tubes, underground tubes, pneumatic tubes that will be living underground.
Like Mario Bros in Nintendo.
Yeah, I guess.
That's super right now.
Yeah. Another great movie by Emir Kusturica called Underground, 1995, I think. If you didn't watch it, if you don't know it, you need to watch this movie. It's a masterpiece, not a well-known masterpiece, well-known in France or in Europe maybe, not in the US. Underground, Emir Kusturica.
Well, no, you're going to put it on the...
we
may put it on Pinterest, because we have Pinterest.
Oh yeah, Emir. Oh yeah.
And
Just
we can
do it right now.
Super right now, and I think
yes,
that will be all for today.
Yes, it will be all for today. Yeah, no, the last one.
Oh,
they say that nuclear will be replaced by natural gas. No, nuclear power will replace natural gas. That didn't happen. No. It's like even to this day in the US, the nuclear power, the 75% of total US primary energy production is from fossil fuels. Petroleum, natural gas, and coal account 79% of total US primary energy production, and only 12% is from renewable energy sources, and about 9% is from nuclear electric power. So it's only 9% nuclear in the US, which I don't see it as a bad thing. What we need to point out is that it's only 12% that is from renewable energy, and that's what we need to work on. Okay. So they predicted nuclear will replace in 1968, and it didn't happen. It didn't happen. And another thing was we will set foot on Mars, because we went so fast on going on the moon,
but
in
it's
1969, and then we to take 10 steps back, and then we're still like thinking of going on the moon now.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you, Pepe, for your predictions.
Yeah, yes.
Make sure that the movies that you mentioned
Underground,
today,
I'm
both,
going to do
because
that.
I really want to watch them, because
Brazil and Underground.
Yeah, put it there.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much.
I didn't hear that in such a long time.
Put it there. No, like put it there. Like,
right now, super right now.
Put it there.